Planet Dolan.
From splashing a bully with hot coffee to exploding a bag of Skittles against the wall, the Planet Dolan Crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the funniest things we've seen strangers do. I'm Hellbent, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by Shay Wren. Before school started, every day Emoji and her friends would sit against a wall in the main hallway and just chat. One day, Emoji was the first one there, but she heard laughing coming from somewhere on her left, so she turned to see what was so funny. She saw a kid just acting normal, except that he was sitting inside of a full-size cardboard box. After a while, his two friends stood up and each took the end of a jump rope. And with that jump rope, they pulled him down the hallway in the box singing Jingle Bells. This happened in the middle of February. I guess every day is Christmas with the right attitude. Number 9 was submitted by Faceless Fox 132. When Honey Bits was walking home from school, she saw a stranger carrying a cup who splashed coffee on another random stranger. It just so happened that the victim of the splashing was a person that had been bullying Honey Bits for her whole life. Honey Bits watched the stranger get into their car and drive off as the bully's mom cussed him out. Before driving off, the stranger smiled and looked right at Honey Bits. She later found out it was her mom's boyfriend, and her mom had told him about the bullying issue. He's pretty much one of her favorite people now. Number 8 was submitted by MewTube20. One time, Andy went to lunch with her brother to McDonald's. While they were there, she saw a guy pacing between the tables holding a stack of fry containers up to his ear as if he was on the phone. He walked around for about 2 minutes until he sat back down again, and as they were leaving he started doing it again, but instead of fry containers he had a stack of napkins. Andy doesn't know if it was a prank or if he was insane, but either way she thought it was pretty funny. Number 7 was submitted by AngelKitty187. One day, Snoopy and her friend were at Walmart and walked to the kids section. They were just standing there when they heard someone coming up from behind them. When they turned around to see what was going on, they saw a kid about 15 or 16 years old run past them to the kids section screaming, "Minecraft!" The kid launched himself at the Minecraft display, knocking it over and sending stuff everywhere. Snoopy and her friend walked away, trying to keep themselves from laughing too hard. Number 6 was submitted by that one noob 14. Gergak worked at a movie theater, and in 4 years there he saw plenty of weirdos. But the one that really stands out is a woman who came in and bought a bag of Skittles. She was having a bit of trouble opening the package, so Gergak was trying to show her the seam on the top of the bag to tear from. Every time he tried to help, she stopped him and said, "I can do this, thanks. I'm not stupid." With that, she kept fighting the bag, eventually throwing it against the wall in frustration. That was enough to open it, and it shot Skittles all over the lobby. Gergak and his co-workers had to clean up the woman's mess. Then she had the nerve to ask for a free one because of what happened. They had to ask her to leave after that. It was annoying at the time, but they all laughed about it for the rest of the workday. Number 5 was submitted by King Kaiser 14. Mikylum was looking for a costume at a Halloween store one day when he's treated to an impromptu musical number. As he was browsing, someone came out of a dressing room dressed like Judge Frollo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He busted out of the dressing room and immediately began to sing Hellfire at the top of his lungs. Then he sang a bit of Bells of Notre Dame as well. Then he just calmly went back into the dressing room like nothing happened. Number 4 was submitted by Oshawott19. After Hurricane Sandy, Ursa took some family and friends out to get some food. The electricity was out almost everywhere, so they didn't expect the supermarket to be open, and it wasn't. In the same strip with the supermarket was a CVS. While they were parked in the parking lot, all of a sudden they saw an employee walk out of the CVS and just start dancing like crazy in the entrance. The guy was flailing around with some pretty weird dance moves, so he clearly didn't think anybody was watching him. Soon he spotted Ursa and realized she was not only watching but recording him on her phone. He immediately froze and ran back into the store. She still has the video. Hey, post that on the subreddit, I want to see it. Number 3 was submitted by Kaiboogie. Civil Spider was in a hospital once where he saw a guy just walk around in circles at random. After a few minutes of that, he went over to his wife and scratched his butt for several minutes. After he got tired of that, he put his hand up to his nose and smelled it. He did this several times. Eventually, he turned around and saw that Civil Spider was looking, so he walked a few steps away and did it again. Number 2 was submitted by iisjustalonelytaco_. When Nixiom was about 12, he and his family were going to get some KFC. Nixiom lived in a quiet place, and normally it wasn't very interesting, but it certainly was this time. Nixiom didn't know what the guy was on, but he just spread out on the countertop screaming, "Gimme chicken!" in front of the employees. Baffled, Nixiom and his family just hung back as the guy rolled off the counter, landing flat on the ground. He yelled with an over-the-top "Ow!" before running out of the place like a chicken. What's the funniest thing I've seen a stranger do? Sometimes when people have a lot to drink, they get a little bit confused. One of the most common slip-ups I see is grabbing the wrong drink. The big problem with that is not everything inside of a cup is a drink. Once I saw a guy grab a cup that somebody was spitting tobacco in and gulp it down. At first, I was pretty pissed off, but then I saw the look of disgust and terror on his face, and, well, it was pretty funny. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What's your most annoying habit that drives everybody nuts? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below, and you might be featured in a future countdown.
This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys!
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.